In this lecture, we will discuss policies that lead to the exclusion of students from school. This lecture accompanies the film Push Out and the video How Zero Tolerance Blurred the Lines Between Schools and Criminal Justice. Between the 1980s and the early 2000s, we saw the development of tough-on-crime laws in the criminal justice system and in the juvenile justice system. Tough-on-crime also carried over into schools, and we saw the development of zero-tolerance policies. The zero-tolerance policies eliminate the consideration of mitigating factors in events and often mandate the removal of students through suspension or expulsion. Removal from schools was experienced disproportionately by students of color and by students who have learning disabilities and behavioral health concerns. Students with special education disabilities are more than twice as likely to receive out-of-school suspensions, and students with special education disabilities are also disproportionately likely to be referred to law enforcement. In 2014, these students accounted for 12% of enrollment, but represented 25% of the students who were arrested for school misconduct. And the film Push Out really goes into detail about the experiences of young women of color, specifically Black girls, in dealing with zero-tolerance policies that exist in school. Right? So that's a required video. There is concern that the reliance on zero-tolerance policies, the use of suspensions and expulsions, contributes to the development of what is called the school-to-prison pipeline. The general argument here is that schools have become very punitive and isolating. More students have become isolated in restrictive special education programs, or have been suspended, or have been removed to alternative schools. And as a result, students drop out, or they are pushed out of school. This is a graphic representation of the argument behind the school-to-prison pipeline. So we're going to talk a little bit about this. So when we remove students from a school, other students begin to feel nervous and they start to rate the school climate negatively. And this is concentrated in schools that have low levels of support and low academic expectations. Right? Students in this situation are likely to report higher levels of school alienation. Right? They don't want to be there because they don't feel that it's a place for them. Right? They don't belong. And they have lower levels of school bonding. School exclusion has also been found to be associated with lower levels of student achievement. Right? And this is measured in reading achievement, school grades, and writing achievement. And this occurs across the population, not just among students who have been suspended. When we look at students who have been suspended, they are more likely to participate in reoffending than students who are retained in school, even when we control for the student's race and ethnicity, their special education status, their academic achievement, and the teacher's assessment of behavior. This increases the likelihood of involvement in the juvenile justice system and involvement in the criminal justice system.